What up, y'all? So today I want to talk to y'all about just trucker respect. Truckers respecting one another, man. I'm out here somewhere in Kentucky right now, but real quick before this truck leaves, I want y'all to see. So I'm in this parking space, and those trucks right there are parked. They're parked basically where they shouldn't be parked. All y'all truck drivers know when parking gets tight, we just park anywhere we can. So I understand they had nowhere to park. Well, actually, one of those trucks could have parked in the space that I'm in. But being that those trucks are there, the space that I'm in was really, really hard to get into. So when I pulled up, the space that I'm in now, I saw that it was vacant. And this Covenant truck wasn't there yet. So as soon as I got ready to back into this spot, this Covenant truck pulled right up, but he stopped the tail of his trailer at the nose of this truck right here. So he was side by side with that truck right there. So I pull up to start backing in, and Mr. Covenant, whoever he is, the driver right there, he saw me trying to back in, and he hopped out the truck and went to proceed to walking in the truck stop. And so I stopped him and I said, hey, can you just pull up a little bit so I can back into the spot? And you would have thought I asked him for $1 million. I mean, he was just like, well, I'm parked here. And I was like, I'm not trying to get your parking space, bro. I'm just trying to back into the spot, and I can't back into it with you here. So can you please just pull up a little bit? So reluctantly, he pulled up, and he didn't pull up far enough. So I got backed halfway into my space, and his truck was still in the way. And so I had to hop out the truck again and was like, hey, can you just pull up just a little bit more? And so he just pulled up to where he is now. But you know, any driver that's been out here for any amount of time would have known that. You know, like, he was clearly in the way. First of all, he shouldn't be parked there. That's why the yellow stripes are there for trucks not to park there. But again, I get it. There's a shortage of parking out here for us truckers. So we got to do what we got to do. But in the meantime, if you see somebody trying to get into a parking space, just move up for a few seconds, and once I get into the space now, he can go ahead and just back up where he wanted to be in the first place. But and then so when I got inside I went inside the truck stop, and I seen him, and I was like, yo, appreciate you for pulling up. And this clown said to me, he said, oh, you gonna buy me something to eat now for that? And I just laughed and said, oh, you had to shoot your shot, huh? But yeah, man, there's a lot of disrespect out here amongst us truckers. And I thought, at least, in the past, I thought there was a underwritten respect that all of us truckers had for one another. But it seems to be something that's just dying off. Like yesterday, I was down in Florida, and there's a long line waiting to get into the get up to the fuel pump. And when I finally get up to the fuel pump, there's a guy taking his break at the fuel pump. He's just sitting there chilling on his phone. It took me almost 30 minutes just to get up to the fuel pump. And when I got there, I fueled up, went inside, got my receipt and everything. And when I pulled off, he was still sitting there on his phone, just laughing, carrying on, having a conversation. And then the guy who was in front of me at the fuel pump, instead of him fueling and then pulling up, what he did was he fueled up, left his truck at the pump, went inside, got something to eat, used the bathroom, did whatever he was going to do, and then came back out and pulled off. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here, my clock is burning, and he could care less when all he had to do was just pull up. So, you know, there's a new breed of just, I'm not even going to say drivers, man. There's just a new breed of people in this world right now, man. It's like nobody has consideration for the next person. You know, everybody is just all about self nowadays, man, and it's sad. But, you know, I really thought, you know, us truckers had this code where it's like, you know, you look out for your fellow trucker in whatever way you can. But that don't seem to be the case nowadays, man. It's just like everybody's just out for self. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off my soapbox. Truckers, if y'all can, man, you know, respect your fellow trucker. I like to say, you know, we all we got out here. But anyways, I know I'm falling on deaf ears, but that's all I got for y'all tonight. I'm out. Peace.